In this demonstration, we are going to learn how to extend or modify this Connections Redwood page in Oracle Fusion application. I'm here in the Connections page for one of the employees or the connection in my Oracle Fusion instance. I have opened the details for one of the employees or the connection. I'm getting the details like what is the email ID, name, address, organization in a breadcrumb, and the representative, so on and so forth. For demonstration purpose, what I will do is I will try to modify this email section and put a header saying this is a work email. So with this, we'll learn how we can override this layout and we can customize the look and feel of the Redwood pages. With this said, you will be able to modify any of the layouts, whatever you see over here, provided Oracle has to give access to the developers, that is to modify this foldable page template. Now, without wasting much time, let's see how we can navigate to this page. Once you have logged in into your Oracle Fusion instance, click on the Me, then click on Connections. You will be landing into the Connections page. I will try to search for one of the employee or the connection whose name is Alan. I had shown this employee or the connection details, so let me click on this. The details of the connection which I have clicked, that is Alan, will be visible over here. First and the foremost thing, while extending any Redwood page in Fusion, you have to make sure you are having the access to the visual builder. That is, if you click on the navigation menu, select this configuration, you should be able to see this visual builder. Also, you should be part of the organization as we have discussed in our earlier classes. With this set, you can modify any Fusion page or extend any pages just by clicking on the right top corner and click on this edit page in Visual Builder Studio. So this is going to open up the project. Suppose if you don't have a project, you can create one in your Visual Builder Studio. Then it will open the Connections project or the workspace within the same project. So this is launching me the workspace or the page designer where I can modify my Redwood page. So this is going to open me the same page. The page in the Visual Builder is known as a profile page, and this is in the Express mode. As a developer, I don't want to customize few look and feel of this page, like I don't want to enable or disable the fields. Rather, I want to override this layout and add my heading saying this is the work email like this. So in order to do the same, we have to first of all change to the advanced mode over here. One of the very good feature of Visual Builder runtime or this workspace is that you don't have to every time preview this page after modification in the browser tab. Whatever we modify in the page, it will be visible over here in the design or in the live mode. Switching over to the live, we can interact with the page. In the design mode, we can select the section and see which sections Oracle will allow user to modify. We can have a look at the structure over here. As soon as you click on this edit page over here, that is by clicking on this and click on edit, it is going to open up the specific page. In my case, it is known as a profile. Now, in order to know where this page is located, Oracle will automatically add the dependencies. We had learned how we can add the dependency by going over to the dependencies, wherein we demonstrated how we can manually add the supplier registration and navigate to the page and modify the details in the supplier registration. In this case, Oracle has automatically added this human capital management dependency on this workspace. And if you scroll down, we have central components, then the human resources, then comes the directory, and then the profile. So this is the page which is used in order to show the details of the connection in our Connections module. Now, Oracle will allow developers to modify the sections as it is available over here in the structure. We can select the structure from here, or what we can do is we can select this. Suppose if you want to know the organization details over here, we can select this and see what we can modify over here. At the time of recording this class, I don't see any details we can modify other than enabling or disabling the fields over here. So this is what is allowed. My focus over here is in the layout which Oracle has created over here, and they will allow me to override this section. That is this one. In order to modify this layout, we can just select this and click on this options over here. Click on the edit rules. So this is basically going to open the layouts over here and it will show the default layout. Now what I will do is, this is in the read-only mode. I want to duplicate this. Click on this copy. I will tell this as my layout. Something I will name over here, but you can name as per the convention used in your project. I will close this and I can see what fields are available over here by switching over to the fields. If I click on the fields, I can see over here the work email is there, assignment name is there. All these details are available over here, assignment, the work email and the address. those fields are available. Let me go back to my rule set. If I want to edit this, click on this open. We had covered in detail how we can work with the dynamic containers, forms and the tables. So you can have a look at the classes in which we have explained how we can work with the dynamic form in order to understand how we can create a layout and work with the rules. So in our case, what we'll do is we are interested in overriding this template, that is work email. I will put a heading before this saying this is the email. So what I will do, I will tell I want to override this email. Click on this override. And then I will go to the template which it has created over here. Let me just go over to the template, or else we can create our own template saying the work email new template. Click on create. So this is going to open up my new template over here. I'm seeing one label hint, which is the input text. That is fine. What I will do is I will put a grid container over here on this page. So this is like a page. We can add any kind of components over here, like how we design in the page. I will drop this input text what we have got from the new template when we have overwritten the work email template. Now this is attached to the data, that is the value. So whatever field value which is populating this is available in the dollar value. Now what I will do is I will put a heading before this saying this is the work email. Let me just drop it over here like this. It has created one more grid. I don't want that. Let me just rearrange using the structure. I will minimize this to H6. Also, we can make this flex. I don't want this to be appearing in the same line. So all these customizations you can do, like how we do in the case of Visual Builder, everything is supported. I will rename this as work email. I will name this as this is a work email. Work email. Done. We have modified the details. Now let's see how it will look in action. Return back to our layout. I will go back to my rule set over here. Let me enter into this. Suppose if you want to show this based on some condition, then you can add your condition over here, like based on some value, like if the assignment name is equal to something, then only show this text. All these customizations you can do. Whatever value is supported over here, you can use, and you can add the condition. You can use the operator and you can select over here. I will use this default because I want to show in all the cases. Suppose if you don't want to show any of the fields, like the assignment name, you can just click on this X, or you can just uncheck from here. With this said, let me go back to my profile. So we have overwritten the work email field in the page. Now we have to see that in action. I have modified the work email with the heading that I'm saying this is a work email. Suppose if you want to show that only for the small devices, then what we can do is we can again go back to our rules, click on this edit rule and click on this edit. And here what I will tell is show only for medium and up devices. And here I will tell this as equal to. So I will go back to my profile. As I'm making use of 15-inch laptop, that is a medium screen device, I'm seeing this text that is in this layout which we have overwritten. Suppose if I go to the rule set and see, so in my rule set, I had written that this should be shown only if the screen size is medium or up. Suppose I go to this page and change the layout. That is from here, I will change to some Apple iPhone 12, which is a small screen device. Here, I'm not seeing that title, that is this is a work email, because we had put the condition over here, show only for the medium or up, not for the small scale devices. Small scale devices will go to over here. Now, if you have any requirement wherein you have to populate the data using the select single component, all those things you can do over here. That is, you can get into your layout. We can customize the template as we had created over here, the new template, that is work email new template. We can create the template for any of the fields over here, and you can get into the template and you can add any kind of components over here. You can drag and drop and you can design your pages to show any kind of data. Also, you can leverage the service connection in order to get the details from the Fusion REST APIs, integration, ORDS, so on and so forth. And you can customize the look and feel of Redwood pages while extending any page in Oracle Fusion applications.